Well, I just said to our team in the locker room, I'm certainly not disappointed with our effort, but as has happened many times with our team, we seemingly hit a wall, and the wall seems to encompass the basket. And we've had a hard time putting the ball in the basket, and tonight was no exception. As good as VCU is defensively, this has happened time and time again to us where we have some open shots and miss some of the ones you can make. And I think the other thing that has happened to us is that we get beat up on the glass a little bit. So give VCU all the credit in the world. Their defense is really good. They got 15 offensive rebounds. We have a hard time keeping people off the glass. At one point we got the ball, got the game to 42-41. And I don't know that we scored another basket for a long time after that. And VCU clearly took control of the game with their speed, with their defense, and with their rebounding. Questions?
For Humpty and Devon, did just having to deal with the press the entire game kind of wear you out, where it's the last 12 minutes you just didn't have much left in the tank?
I would say yes and no, but it's just being pressured. We haven't been pressured like that all year, and we coming into the game, we know that they was gonna pressure us like that. But like Coach said, we just in the last 12 minutes we didn't hit shots, and they had all the momentum. We started fouling them. They was getting second shots, and it's hard to win like that.
I saw you cramping a bit up there. Was that tough just dealing with that?
Yeah, it hurt real bad, but I've been talking to John. I just got to get my eating habits right and just start intaking better nutrition.
How much do you think that the pressure took effect?
Well, it certainly has a cumulative effect on us. We don't have a deep team. We don't see a lot of pressure. Even our practices, there's not a lot we can do because most of the time we only have 9 guys. So we certainly don't press in practice. We don't do a lot of running. I think that we're in good shape, but I do think when you stretch the court with defensive pressure, it's going to have some impact. But it's really hard to tell whether or not that impacted our offense and our ability to make shots because this is the same game shooting-wise that we've had a number of times here since just before Christmas. So we've certainly got to be able to make shots. Certainly VCU's defense had a lot to do with us not making shots. But any time you play against a really good basketball team, you're going to have to make some shots, and we didn't make enough of them.
Were you surprised a little bit by Graham's performance?
Well, I had never seen him play before. He seems like a really good player. Seems like a little version of Brad Burgess. So they've got a really good player. In fact, they've got a lot of good players. But Graham had a terrific game. He made 2 threes. That wasn't something we were expecting. In fact, I can tell you, we weren't expecting Darius to make 2 threes. I think they're both really good players. But between the two of them to make 4 threes, to me, that's been a capsule of our season. Guys that that are having difficult years shooting the ball have seemingly come out and have uncharacteristic shooting games. I think VCU's got really good players. Their kids play with a lot of emotion, a lot of heart, and Travion looks like a next really good player for VCU.
Devon, the turnover numbers were up a bit. Can you talk about how the pressure kind of bothered you and just dissect the final stretch of the game where you couldn't really
just like Coach said, I mean, we weren't able to actually stimulate, what goes on in practice to the game. So it was a little different, but just something that I got to get back, used to. I got to take care of the ball. I got to come get the ball, and that's just I put that on myself. It wasn't necessarily the pressure. I mean, I didn't been there before and played with VCU. That's just something that I got to take care of just by myself.
Is it a little jarring when the pace of the game is just so fast from the outset?
Yeah, I mean, I know me moving a little quicker than maybe Andre or somebody, but for the most part, yeah, it is a little different. Just it makes you think faster. It makes you may throw a wilder pass or something, but at the same time, it's just like I said, I just gotta slow down and take care of the ball myself.
And to that end, we don't really mind the pace being fast. The fact that, it's hard to take these 2 guys out of the game for us right now. But in fact, when we've done that here before, we've come in here and played really well when teams press. We've generally been deeper. But the pace of the game, I would actually prefer because it allows us to get in the open court and make some plays and get some open shots. But with these 2 guys playing nearly 40 minutes a game, I'm sure it has some impact.
Mason obviously doesn't have the same defensive reputation that VCU does. Talk a little bit about that game Saturday. How you get the offense back on track?
Well, Mason, I would just say to you, their field goal percentage numbers are really good. Defensive numbers are really good. In fact, they're probably as good as VCU's. It's going to be hopefully a great game. Hopefully our fans will come out and support us, and hopefully we'll shoot the ball a little bit better and rebound the ball a little bit better and win the game. So we appreciate your time. Any other questions?
Yeah, one more.
Yep.
I have a quick one. What did you tell the team during halftime? Because you guys came out with, I guess, a new life, and you guys tied the game up.
Well, we knew we had to come out and score a couple of baskets and get back in the game, and that's one of the things we did. At this point, with where we are, we're just going to be really positive. And I just said to the kids in the locker room after the game, our effort was fine. We have a hard time rebounding the ball, and we're not shooting the ball well. If we can do better in both those areas and take care of the ball and not give up key shots, we're going to be fine. And I said the same thing at halftime. We gave up a basket to start the game on a sideline defensive mistake that we made. On their steal, and we ended the half on a play where they drove it and we never saw the ball. So we gave them 4 points, and I thought we gave them 2 open threes. I mean, so if we don't give them the first basket and the last basket of the first half, that's 4. We gave them 2 open threes. That's another 6. That's 10. I mean VCU is we could have held them, and we've been in this spot many different times. We can hold teams down, but we're not, in my opinion, we're not razor sharp defensively to avoid those 4 or 5 baskets. We lost the game to Northeastern because we gave them 5 open shots that they didn't give us. Like tonight, had we been able to keep VCU from scoring when it was 42-41, who knows? But we're not good enough to play through those kind of plays.
What was your view of the altercation?
Say it again.
Your view of the altercation on the 2-player foul?
Yeah, I don't think it was an altercation, but Andre Semenoff does get frustrated, and I've had that conversation with him. I think he fouled. I think he fouled the VCU player, and the VCU player probably retaliated. I know I would. We need Andre to be smarter. So I take responsibility for Andre, to be honest with you, because he's not learned that lesson. That's on me. He needs to be smarter. Because we don't need that play. We don't need the potential for him to pick up another foul, to give the other team more foul shots and extra possession, because we're not getting enough extra possession. So Andre is my pet rock, so it's my fault.